Ahoy! I am going to simply say this as a bit of an update because I am going to be taking a break for focus on my health, is what I'm doing. I ran into a health incident. I actually, again, updated you guys and let you know that on my communities page or tab on my channel. Again, there's a nice little nudge to keep yourself peeled over there, because that's where I'm going to consistently update you guys the most, rather than, again, doing something like this where I make a video. But I do this when I want to actually, like, be very clear, make sure the most people can see it, and help you understand exactly what is going on, especially if there's more to it. So, yeah, I'm going to be taking a break for my health for an indefinite amount of time. I have no idea how long. It's probably going to be only a few days. It might be a week. I don't know. But yes, ever since I had that little bit of a health issue that I ran into, and it was a little bit, I mean, I puked for the first time, and I have in literally years. So, probably, in fact, quite literally, now that I think about it, like a half a decade or more. I mean, I very rarely get that kind of sick. But it wasn't even caused by an illness that I can tell or that I know of necessarily. Digress. Point being, ever since then, I've been kind of a little up and down. And so I want to focus heavily on just being able to prioritize my health. It's ironic because it started to happen literally, I think it was a day after I started a health and fitness regiment that I set for myself, with like baby steps to step up and advance it further. Um, so it definitely is ironic, but here we are. And yesterday I did actually re-achieve my benchmark for it, and went and uh, went to the complex gym we have. Our apartment complex has a little miniature gym, and I did a 30-minute circuit training. I figured I'd do that because we have a bunch of machines in that little mini gym, and I figured, why not just go and do like 5 minutes on each of these things? So 5-minute circuits, 5-minute intervals to complete for a total of just over 30. So that's what I did. And I definitely felt good after. I still feel better in that sense physically after, despite the fact that obviously I have some sore muscles, like my shoulders and traps are definitely not very, but they are definitely a little annoyed at me that I used them yesterday. My traps, specifically on like pushing, hates pushing upward. I can push forward, I can push to the sides, I can push down. That's where my strength in my muscles are. It's not lifting. So like if I'm going up and I'm pushing things up, God, that, in fact, yeah, I really feel in my right shoulder. Would that make sense because I'm left-handed? So, but yeah, man, and then a little bit in my pelvis and hips, which I figured would happen. I'm digressing again. Listen, the point being, I'm gonna be taking a few days to maybe a week break. I'm just gonna feel myself out, see where I get to, see where I am, and see if I reach a semblance of consistency and health-wise and how I'm feeling. And then if and when I finally get to that point, I return back to it, then I'm gonna hop right back to this and get back to making the videos consistently. But it was a weird little convenience in a weird roundabout way. That illness, that day of like getting smashed upside the head, blindsided by a health issue, was that it actually enabled me to officially now go to a video every other day. So that's the schedule I'm going to start to keep now consistently. It'll still be the same time every morning at 9:45 a.m. Pacific time, of course, unless I end up going way too late into the early morning hours, editing, which I do have a tendency to do that off and on, unfortunately. But it does happen. I hate editing. It takes way too long. It's very tedious, even for the most basic edits like I do. It really does take that long. It takes hours for me a lot of times, and I hate it. Because I want to make sure I edit it correctly and the best, and I want to make sure it's just like a perfect pace that I kind of envision for it, and so on, especially the long form cut stuff I'm doing lately. But yeah, so expect that when I return to be to once every other day. So in the meantime, I hope you go check out some, not only your favorite YouTubers, but maybe go check out some other small YouTubers that maybe you haven't given a chance yet. because they could always use that aid and help, and they would definitely appreciate and enjoy it. You know, and for a bigger one, though, I highly recommend you check out Fooster, specifically his series he's currently doing on Ancestors. I don't know what it is about watching that game, and it's clearly not just me. There's a lot of people in those comment sections of each of those videos that incessantly reiterates the same thing, which is that for some reason, there's something almost primarily satisfying about watching him and anyone else play that game and that play style, the way he plays it, the way he edits it. It's just like, for some reason, it's almost borderline addicting to, like, you get glued to it. You don't realize it while you're watching. It's after you finish watching you realize, damn, I'm really sad that I have to wait until the next episode, whenever the hell it comes out. It's definitely something I recommend checking out. It's a lot of fun. But with that, that's it for this update. So I hope to get back to it soon. Until then, the usual. All right. Burn a granny in fire. That is the last message I want to send out to the world before I inevitably die. Now that I've said these things. Or something. I don't know. That's how it works, right?